Thanks for coming.
Hi Mikey, glad to be here.
I understand that you have a new website called Diamond Air. What is it exactly?
Diamond is a made-to-order e-commerce platform for rings, necklaces, bracelets, cufflinks, where every design can be personalized to suit your style. So if you are looking at a ring and don't like the sapphire and you want to change it to an emerald, you can do that. If you want to change, if you don't want silver or platinum and you want gold, you can do that. You can engrave a special message if you're gifting it to your daughter or wife. And going one step ahead, we are offering personalization to the nth degree, which means you can submit a design that you dream up, and you can work with the designers to make an exclusive ring just for you. Since we're manufacturers ourselves, we have no middlemen in between, and so we can offer prices that are about 30 to 70% cheaper as compared to our competition.
Wow, that sounds fabulous. Why did you start Diamond Air?
So my family has actually been in the jewelry business since 1890, so a little over 120 years. In the early days, we supplied to royal families across India, and then later on, my dad and uncle changed the business model where they started manufacturing jewelry for exports. So my cousin and I, after graduating from college, my cousin graduated Cornell, I just graduated from Stanford, we decided to, we looked at the business model and realized that our fathers were selling, as a manufacturer, was selling to wholesalers, who were selling to distributors, who were selling to retailers, and then finally reached the end consumer. So a piece of jewelry that was made at $100 at the manufacturer reached the end consumer at $500. So we thought this was an opportunity in the space to disrupt, and so we started Diamond Air to cut off the long range middlemen and bring the manufacturer directly to the end consumer.
So there are a lot of sites that offer a similar service. Jimvara comes to mind. What makes Diamond Air so unique?
So given our history, we know jewelry to an extent where I don't think many other sites do the same, and we're manufacturers ourselves. My father will handpick each stone that goes in the jewelry. We travel across various countries around the world to study designs and understand trends. And because we're manufacturers, we can offer personalization to the nth degree, like I said before. If you want, instead of emerald cloth diamond, you want a princess cut stone, we can make that happen for you. If you want a certain prong change, a certain setting done, or even if you come across a good article that you like the jewelry of and you want us to make an interpretation of it, we can make that happen. And this is done at a fraction of the cost. In fact, for a lot of our designs, we can double our prices and still be half as much as our competition. So I think that's disruptive.
It used to be that only famous people could have this kind of specialized service. Right. Are you saying that you actually, people can do their own designs and you will manufacture them?
Right, that's correct. So, for instance, if Nicole Kidman walks in a Cartier, she'll be paying a lot more than when you walk in a Diamond Air, even though you'll be getting a very similar experience.
Wow. So, what do you think you're known for?
In terms of manufacturing, our family is known for colored stones, baguettes in terms of design. We're also known for our different kinds of manufacturing settings. So we do a setting called the invisible setting, where in the design we hide the prongs to give it a very aesthetic look. We do a micro setting where small stones, we set them under a microscope, just so quality is a lot better. And we also have a collection called the Dream Collection, where we use smaller stones and arrange them in a cluster to give the appearance of a single larger stone. So you have a ring that gives you the appearance of a larger stone, but it's a fraction of the cost.
How many designs do you have? I noticed several hundred on the site.
Our design bank, because we've been in the industry for so long, our design bank is about 65,000 designs. Of them, we continually keep updating the site with new designs every month. Currently on the site, we would have about 500 to 600 designs, and we'll be, depending on what our customers want, depending on what requests we keep getting, we will continue updating our design bank.
So does technology...
5 minutes.
Oh, we're long, aren't we? So how does technology, how does your site, is your site different from other sites?
In terms of technology, every design on the site is computer generated, and we're working on some interesting concepts where to make it a technology company. The user experience is seamless. In terms, if you choose a sapphire instead of an emerald, the picture changes instantaneously, the price changes instantaneously. We have a 3D video that tries to give you an idea of how large the ring is or the earring is, and it'll give you a 360-degree angle on how it will look on a person's hand or ear. And we're working on some cool apps with augmented reality solutions to take that further.
What do you think is the latest trend in jewelry?
So the latest trend in jewelry, I think, is shifting from who's got the largest diamond to buying a piece of jewelry that tells your own story. If I'm getting married, I wouldn't want to get a diamond ring that's been made for hundreds of thousands of people together. I want something that tells my own story. So if my future fiance or wife's, I want to get a ring in her birthstone, if I want to get a ring in her favorite color, or I want an engraving with a song that ties both of us together, or if I have to pursue her for a long time and I want an extra row of diamonds to signify that, and I want something that tells my own story, we can make that happen at Diamond Air. So a lot of our sales are of colored stones. A lot of our sales are of people wanting to personalize their own designs, and I think this is where the jewelry industry is headed.
Do you see anything new with men? Is there...
Men are loving our cufflinks and our men's rings line as well. We have cufflinks. You can have them engraved, which is a unique concept, and people are loving that. And we also have various colored gemstones that you can adapt the cufflinks to.
What are your plans for Diamond Air in the future?
The future, like I said, we're working on some cool apps with augmented reality. We're working on a social network for designers as well. We'll give more information on that when we roll it out. We're planning to take Diamond Air across the world as well, to several other countries. And we have, of course, we'll obviously continue to invest more time and effort to understand what our customers want and to make it easier for people to create what they want.
Well, thank you for coming.
Sure. Thank you for having me.